Hey y'all, I am back. Ooh, ooh. I am filming from my brand new studio. I am so glad to be back with y'all. You have no idea. I have been missing being creative. So this is really exciting for me to be back on top of things. I promise I'm not gonna let y'all down. With that being said, it is the holiday season, y'all. And I thought I would come back just in time for Christmas because I'm gonna do a holiday inspired look with tons of glitter and drama. What are the holidays without a little bit of drama? Shall we get started? But before we do, don't forget to like, follow, subscribe, share, tell your auntie, tell your uncles, tell your cousins, tell everybody about me so I could quit my daytime job and do what? Base snatched full time. So as you can already see, I already have my foundation and my contour on. First things first is we want to go ahead and set a base on our lid space so that we can create all the drama that we're about to create. So I'm going to go ahead and use a little bit of my Thank Me Later eye primer from Mott. So while I'm doing this, I am curious if you guys want to leave your answers in the comment. What do you guys do for the holidays? You guys have any traditions? What holidays do you celebrate? And I feel like everybody got their own little holiday traditions, unless you're the Grinch. Okay, now that I have a primer on my lids, I'm gonna use the color Kesi from the Magic Mini by Juvia's palette, which is essentially a little bit more of a neutral kind of... I know y'all hear that though. That's the birds. They've been very naughty. So we're gonna go ahead and use this kind of more neutral shade. We're just gonna cover the entire lid space area just to set a smoother base for the rest of the shadows, etc. Oh yeah, just in case you guys haven't noticed, I did bleach my eyebrows and I am so happy I did it, y'all. It is a full vibe, is what I'm saying. All right, y'all, I had to come get this one so that she would stop screaming so that I could continue making the video. Are you done? So what I want to do next is I'm going to go ahead and build my crease with this very nice kind of deep red, what would you call it? Deep reddish? Or would you call it burgundy-ish? Yeah, I think we're gonna go with deep reddish. So we're gonna use this deep reddish color. Then we're gonna build a crease and we're gonna go ahead and use the Anastasia Beverly Hills Mini Pro Pigment Palette, Volume 3 by Norvina. You know, oddly enough, this reddish color goes on very pink. I mean, this is what it looks like on the palette. Can we do a little comparison? It's close, but it still looks very pink, y'all. Okay, now I'm actually going to go ahead and move on to a really thick, bold black liner. So I'm gonna go ahead and take my Revlon Colorstay liquid liner, which is my favorite one. Let's go ahead and start this. And I want to do a really exaggerated liner. Then I'm just filling this out. Damn it. It's alright, I can fix that. Okay, that's about as even as I'm gonna get those, but I'm gonna put glitter on top of that, so I think I can pull it off. So now that we've got our super thick liner on, I'm gonna go ahead and actually focus on the lower lid for a second here, and I'm gonna use that same reddish color that we used earlier from the Norvina palette. I'm going to go ahead and bring that under the eye here. I'm just gonna kind of follow the liner a little bit on the outside. No, I'm gonna have to fix that. Y'all, I can't be walking around looking like that. Okay, now we can move on to glitter. I got this glitter from M.A.C. It is called Fuchsia Hologram. It's called Fuchsia, but it really looks red. And it is a very, very festive, y'all. Very festive, which is exactly what I got. So we're gonna pray to the festive gods that I can put this on without causing a mess, because this is loose glitter. So let's use the technique that I've used in the past, which is to just essentially spray some fixing spray into the lid of the spray bottle. That way I have a little bit of a solution. And then I'm gonna go ahead and take my Sigma shader inner corner brush, and I'm gonna go ahead and dip that into the solution. And then I'm gonna go ahead and dip into the glitter, and that should grab a good amount of glitter, which it does, just so you guys can see. And where I want it is on top of the liner that I created earlier, and continue building that. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to create a gradient between the glitter and the liner. So I'm basically lightening up the amount of glitter as I get outward into the liner. Feeling it. And now we've got glitter everywhere. Have you ever heard anybody say that glitter is the herpes of the makeup world? Because it is. All right, now I'm gonna move on to my next step, which is going to be liner for the bottom waterline. And we're gonna use the Colourpop BFF Cream Gel Liner to do that. Okay, now I'm gonna go back in with that same glitter, and I'm gonna actually fill in this little space that I left right here in the inner corner. Okay, I'm gonna move on to lashes, which I'm gonna do off camera, and I'll be right back. All right, y'all, I am back with my lashes on, and we are gonna go ahead and just kind of brush these eyebrows into place. And for that, I'm gonna use Anastasia Beverly Hills Eyebrow Gel. And then we're gonna move on to story time. And while we're doing story time, we're gonna go ahead and also do our blush. And for blush, I'm gonna be using my Bobbi Brown Cosmetics in the shade Flame, which is the one I always use and I love. Just wanna show y'all because it's that pretty. My friends know that I am a massive Christmas person. Like, I decorate my house for everything, from the pillows to the entry rug to every corner in the house. Everything's Christmas, y'all. And obviously this year is a little different. But the reason I love Christmas so much is because when I used to live in Venezuela, my mom's family was there too. And it was a big family. My mom is one of 8, 9. She's one of a lot. When I was a kid, Christmas was a big ass party. Our family rented basically a ballroom for us to actually have our Christmas party. When I tell y'all that it was an event, it was an event. There was always one of the uncles who would come in, and he would be dressed as Santa Claus, and he would give out all the presents to the kids the night before. So we all thought we met Santa Claus and we were special. There was a lot of food. There was a lot of, I mean, I was a kid, so I wasn't doing the drinking, but there was a lot of drinking, a lot of singing. It was honestly the happiest times of my life. And so that's why I really love Christmas. It was really just the fact that we all were able to get together, share a really nice moment without the drama that was caused throughout the year by who knows who and who knows what. You know how that goes with families. So it was a nice time where everybody put their shit aside and we all got together. When I moved to the US from Venezuela, obviously our entire family didn't move with us. It was really a big adjustment for me for my first Christmas in the US, because it was just my dad, my grandma, my mom, my sister, and me. But I don't want to be ungrateful, because I realized that just having that family could mean a lot to people who actually don't have families. So I don't take that for granted, but it was definitely an adjustment. So because of that, as soon as I could get all my own decorations, all of that, I went all out. So every year until pretty much this year, my house was decked, y'all. My only Christmas wish this year is that you all stay home, stay healthy, stay safe, don't be crazy. There's still a pandemic going on out there, y'all. I know it feels lonely out there, but we got Zoom, Gmeet, FaceTime. We got all kinds of ways to stay in touch with our friends and family. Stay home, stay healthy, wash your hands, wear a mask, don't touch your eyes. That's all I want this Christmas. All right, moving on. We're gonna do highlighter, my favorite. So for this look, I think we should go with the Becca Cosmetics highlighter in the shade Prismatic Amethyst, which is one of my favorites. So we're gonna go ahead and use our finger to apply some of this to our cheeks. I just really love Becca Cosmetics highlighters. Seriously, they should have me on one of their campaigns. They could highlight my whole face. And then we're gonna go ahead and just go down the bridge of our nose, then a little bit at the tip of our nose. And then we're gonna put a little bit on our Cupid's bow. And then I usually just go through with this little fan brush and just make sure that it's distributed. Okay, and then we're gonna move on to lips to finish off this look. And I'm gonna use the Fenty Beauty Stunna Lip Paint in the shade Uncensored. And you know, I should have lined my lips, so I'm actually gonna add a little bit of liner onto this. And for liner, I'm gonna use the Kat Von D lip liner in the shade Rosary. And then using that same highlighter, I'm gonna go ahead and add some volume to my lips by just dabbing a little bit in the middle here. That highlighter makes your lips just look luscious. You just put a little bit of highlighter in the middle of your lips. Boop, boop. Oh, all right, y'all. And now we're gonna finish this off with some setting spray. All right, that's the makeup look. Now I'm gonna go ahead and change it to something a little bit more festive, and I'll be right back. Thank you so much for watching me put this look together. Thank you so much for following me. Thank you so much for supporting me. I really appreciate it. That is the greatest gift I could have received this year in the middle of all the coal we've gotten. Have a super great holiday season, and don't forget, we're all just trying. So be nice.